What's up everybody, SNipEz and welcome back to part 2 of how to build a mansion. So, in part 1 we got this far, basically done with the front, not including the roof, obviously, because there is no roof yet. But today we're hopefully getting around to the back side of the house. So, if just in case you missed part 1, I suggest you go watch that so you can catch up to where we are now, and then come back. But if you did, excuse me, if you are coming back from the first part and to the second part, let's go over the materials just in case you forgot. We will need cobblestone, pillar quartz blocks, block of quartz, quartz stairs, quartz slabs, stone slab, and spruce wood planks most likely. We might not use those as much this part, but just in case, you never know. Okay, so we're going to start over on the left side. You can start over on the right side. They're exactly the same. Again, this house is symmetrical. So we're going to start on the left side where we have this 3 block here. This 3 block wall, and we're going to come back towards the garage area, kind of. So we're going to lay down, this counts as our first block here, this wall here. So let's count out 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 blocks. And let's stack this all the way up to where it's even with everything, like everything else around it. And there we go. Now we're going to come diagonal, and we're going to lay down 2 coming out away from the garage. So let's make this come all the way up and even with the other walls. So again, the gray areas are a spot where you can put an extra pillar of cobblestone to make it look like it's connected, but that is fully optional. And again, these outlines here are made for me, so I don't have to keep going back over there to reference everything. Okay, so we have this wall that comes out too. What we're going to do next is this corner, we're going to have 2 blocks from the corner. Then on the 3rd block, our cobblestone is going to be 1 block above, just like this. And then what we're going to do is on this 3rd block here, we're going to have a block of 4 pillar quartz blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Now come over 2 blocks, and on the 3rd block, do the same thing, a pillar of 4. Use your cobblestone here in the middle on both ends and connect them. Now, on the other side of this pillar here of the cobblestone, do the same thing, this exact same window. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 blocks away, same thing, and cobblestone connecting the 2. And then voila. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take our cobblestone and just finish off this wall here. We're not going to add another window, and you'll see why later on if we do the interior to this mansion. Now we're going to turn this back 2 blocks. So 1, oh, messed that one up, and 2. Now this one, on this side, it came out 2 from the front. But on the other side of this, it's supposed to come out 3. So just keep that in mind. I don't want you guys messing that up, because if you do mess this up, it will kind of throw you off center. Okay, so what we're going to do is come diagonal, and we're going to lay down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 blocks of cobblestone. And we're just going to make this into a cobblestone wall. So stack this all the way up. And we're actually going to stack this one up a little bit taller, and you're going to see why here in a second. And we're just going to stop it here for now. I'm just kind of guesstimating at the moment. Let me take some night vision and some swishwa. Okay, now again, from the first part, our main floor starts 2 blocks up. So 2 blocks up, we're going to make this 2 blocks tall. So 1, 2. Then on the 3rd block, we're going to use our pillar quartz blocks. And we're going to stack up 6 with our pillar quartz blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wow, I made that perfectly. Come 2 blocks away. On the 3rd, do the same thing. You might see a pattern with a lot of the windows here. And connect the cobblestone. Now, you might notice that this one is a little bit taller than the walls over here. Now, if you look over there, we're going to fix that problem when we get to the roof. So, I don't want you jumping ahead now. So, just keep that in mind. Now, we're going to come diagonal. And we're going to make another pillar and another set of windows. But this wall is going to come basically all the way up and even with the windows over there. And we're just going to guesstimate right now. So here's the window we just made. This wall here comes out 2 blocks. Excuse me, guys. Okay. And again, our wall starts 2 blocks up. And again, using our pillar quartz blocks, stack up 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. 2 blocks away, same thing. And cobblestone connecting the 2. Now this one's a little bit different though, because we want it to be exactly the same as that window over there. So we need an extra layer of cobblestone, and then we do the exact same thing again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and then cobblestone again. And voila, now we have everything taking shape. So if we come back here and look, everything's starting to take shape finally. Okay, now here's where things can get a little bit complicated, but we're going to try to take things like one step at a time. So we're going to come diagonal again, and we're going to make a wall of 2 blocks of cobblestone, stacking all the way up and even with the window we just made. So 1, 2. Okay, so here's what we're going to do, because this can get very complicated if you look at it, because there's kind of like an overhang when we get finished with it. We're going to come 1, 2, 3, 4 on the 5th block, so we should have a 4-block gap in between the wall we just made and this next pillar we're going to add. Now this pillar will go all the way up and even with the wall we just made. And if we want to now, we could even just make this a full wall. Now you might notice I'm stopping right about right here. Now I'm doing that because if you look over there, you can see that there's an archway. Now, we're just kind of ignoring the archway for now, because the archway is not exactly necessary at the moment. And I just want to make sure, so this starts here. Okay. Okay. So, next what we're going to do, we're going to have 3 1-blocks of cobblestone coming diagonal. So, as you can see, they would kind of look like this. So, what we're going to do is we're going to start these right here, even with this last pillar quartz block on the first window. So come diagonal, 1, 2, and 3. So we have 3 right here. Now we're going to add 1 more layer on top of that of cobblestone. So we should have 2. And then we're going to have a pillar quartz block on top of that. Okay. And then we're going to have 1 last pillar of quartz right here. And this one closest to the windows we made earlier. Hopefully I described that pretty well. I think I did. Let me know in the comments if you guys need more help. So, now that we have those 3, we're going to have another pillar coming out, basically 1 diagonal from that again. Now this one is kind of coming up the exact same way, as you can see. Now again, we're kind of going to ignore the archway for now, and we're going to come back to that a little bit later on when it's less confusing and we have more said and done. So we're going to come 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we should have a 6-block gap in between this pillar and this cobblestone pillar. Now this one, again, kind of stack it all the way up to about here. And this one I actually believe can go all the way up and even with the other walls over here, like all the way over there. Okay, so everything's taking shape. Now we're going to do, using basically this reference here, we're going to take our cobblestone and have it come across and connect just like this. So this is kind of our reference point, and we can do the same thing over here as well. Excuse me, guys. My throat's kind of itchy. Now we're going to have our pillar quartz blocks on top of the cobblestone again, connecting it with here. Okay. Now what we're going to do is, I believe we do it. Actually, no, we don't. We are going to have one right here, though. So it kind of looks weird, I know, that we have a pillar here and here. Now what we're going to do is take your quartz slab, and your slab here is kind of going to be your railing because we can't use stairs here the way we've been doing. So that's kind of what we're doing here. Now using your quartz stairs, you use your railing. So upside down stairs and connect them. So there we go. Now you have your railing. Now obviously it looks kind of weird right now, but later on it will look a little bit better, I promise you. Okay, so now we're going to take back out our pillar quartz blocks, and we're basically going to stick with these for a little bit. So what we're going to do is we're going to come diagonal again from this last pillar here. A lot of diagonal in this video. I've said it like 15 times already. And we're going to stack this all the way up to about here. Even with this tallest pillar here. Come diagonal 2 blocks. So we're going to have a gap here in the middle. So you can even just put a pillar of quartz there if you want for now. Oh my goodness. Let me get something to drink. Oh, okay, that's better. So we should have a 1 block gap diagonal wise. And then we're going to come up again using our pillar quartz. Okay. Now we're going to come 1 block away again. Now this one's not diagonal. This one's just coming across now. So we're going to come all the way up and across. Or not across, but all the way up. And we should have a 1 block gap in between these 2 pillars. Now we're going to have a 4 block gap in between the next pillar. So 1, 2, 3, 4. On the 5th block, we're going to create our next pillar. Now we come all the way up and connect here. And kind of do the same thing that we did over here. Here's where you can kind of see everything taking place and starting to be symmetrical. So there we go. So if everything is set up correctly and you have it exactly the way I have it, this main window here should be exactly even with our 4 block gap for our door. So that's how I'm kind of referencing things. So if it's not exactly even, like where this window is not even with the door, same width, you probably messed something up, and you should probably you either rewind the video and make sure you didn't miss anything. So just kind of keep that in mind. So again, our floor starts 2 blocks up. So let's make sure we do that. So 2 blocks up, 1 and 2. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to add our glass panes. So take our glass panes out, which is something I forgot to mention that we needed. And starting from this block here, we're going to stack up 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And let me take some more night vision. And we can do the same thing with these over here with the 1 block gaps. And now we're just going to kind of fill in this major window here, the biggest one, with our glass panes. And perfect. Okay, so what you're going to do now is you're going to take out your quartz stairs. Now the quartz stairs are going to be kind of like your cobblestone separator, kind of like just with your quartz stairs. So we're going to have the stairs being regular mode, so just coming across like this, normal wise. But then above those, we're going to have upside down stairs. So it should look something along these lines. Okay, so it kind of looks like it's a indent into the wall, and that's kind of the design we want to go for. Now, using your glass panes, just have the glass panes come all the way up and connect. Now, this window will get bigger once we add the roof, because the roof has a slant to it, kind of. So you're going to kind of see the roof get, and oh my goodness, not the roof, but the window get bigger. Okay. So I want to go make sure over here I got this correct. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to take out our cobblestone, so we can put away our glass panes now. And okay. We're going to start working on this here, the upstairs for this balcony. So this counts as our first pillar, this pillar of cobblestone. We're going to count back 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're going to stack this all the way up. Now you might be wondering, like, when I was counting over there, you only saw 3. But there's actually 4 that you probably just didn't notice one of them. And the reason for that is there's a diagonal piece here. And then we come diagonal again, and we have the wall come all the way over and connect with this wall here. And now what we do is we just kind of just make this one big wall for now. And we'll add a window here in a second and a door to connect. But just for now, just make things nice and simple. So right now we're kind of just like trying to get that shape. Okay, so our window and our door will go 1 block away from this diagonal piece here. So right here. And the door, we're going to make it taller than a usual door. And then 1 block away, we're going to add our window. And then the window, we're going to clear out 4 blocks. Now, the reason we're clearing out 4 blocks is because the pillar of quartz take up a lot of area. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Then again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2 blocks away. And are they 4 blocks? Because that looks really short. 2 or 3. Okay, they need to be 5 tall. Okay. I say it kind of looked awkward. So these are going to be 5 blocks. Now here's what we're going to do. We're going to take our quartz slab, and our quartz slab is going to go here in the middle. You might be asking yourself, well, that's going to make it impossible to use glass panes, because the glass panes would obviously look weird because they're floating. Well, we're going to have regular glass behind this, so just keep that in mind. And next, we're going to take our stone slab, and our stone slab, just like our front porch, is going to go right here to where just below the stairs. Our railing here. And there we go. Okay, so what, we're at 15 minutes, so there's actually a pretty good stopping point. So, oh yeah, one thing I forgot to mention is we added the stairs here, but we can't add stairs here because it's just a one piece. It wouldn't look right. So we're just going to use regular quartz blocks right here for these. So same thing on the other side. So I'm just going to come all the way up and connect these two. So we're going to end the video here, but what I want you guys to do by next part, I'm going to give you guys some homework. I know you guys probably hate me now. I'm like a teacher. But what we're going to be doing is I want you to make exactly what you did over here on the other side. Again, remember, this house is fully symmetrical, so everything's going to be exactly the same. So by next part, I'll have it done, and we can kind of get things done a little bit quicker. So since it is symmetrical, you guys just have to look at the other side that I did for you and that we built together, and you'll be perfect by next video. So thank you for watching, guys. Please rate and subscribe. I'll talk to you guys later. And yeah, so maybe should we add this? I guess before we go, we'll add this here. So this one's kind of confusing. So 3 from the inside. So let me look at this side. Okay, so we need 3 coming out from here. So we need to have 3. So this would be a third block because this pillar here counts as our first. And sorry for going back and forth, but this part is kind of confusing. So 3, 2. Okay, so and then we have, okay, I think I got it now. So we're going to have our pillar quartz. Again, this comes up 2 blocks because that's where our second floor starts. So 1, 2, 1, 2. And then we're going to have a door, which our door will be using cobblestone. Come 2 blocks, actually 3, and then boom. Okay, perfect. So that's our setup for it. So 2 blocks up from the ground. And okay, we're going to put a pillar of quartz right. Actually, is that right? Oh, that isn't right. I forgot to put these diagonal. I was like, something looks off here. So this needs to come diagonal here, right? Because that's 3. See, this is actually like why. No, see, it's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is why it's kind of confusing. It's having stuff like this. Just because of like all the diagonal pieces in one area. Okay, so 1, 2, stack up 2. Our door, which is 2 blocks. Come diagonal, 1, 2. Okay, there we go. We finally got it. Okay, so what we're going to do is you're going to place a pillar of quartz here on all 4 of these windows. And then you're just going to have cobblestone walls. Jax, you're walking in front of me. And we're just going to stack these up to where they're just below this here. Our second floor, basically. So this will be using glass blocks here. So this would be glass blocks. And we're just going to stack them up about that far. So just below the cobblestones where the windows will stop. Same with all of them. Okay. Now the cobblestone, again, will go right underneath the slabs. So if you just want to put cobblestone connecting everything, you can. That's perfectly okay. That's what we're going to do at some point anyways. The door will come all the way up for now. And again, we're just going to fill all this in because that's what we're going to be doing at the end of everything anyways. So just use your cobblestone, fill all this in underneath our balcony with cobblestone. And perfect. Here we go. So that's what our door looks like. Our second floor starts here. And of course, we can make this a little bit shorter if we want. So it's a little bit more reasonable size. But yeah, there we go. So now that's it for this part. I think we got everything. So again, thank you for watching, guys. I'm not going to think of anything else to do with this part. So I already told you guys like what I want you guys to do by next part. Just remake everything on the other side so we can get things moving a little bit faster. So bye-bye, guys. Thank you for watching. It is greatly appreciated as always. And I'll talk... Oh my goodness. I'll talk to all you guys later. Bye-bye.